Hey guys, and welcome back to Pokemon Sun. Lily has been kidnapped by Team Skull and brought here to the Aether Paradise, meaning that the Aether Foundation is evil!
No shit, really? What could have gave you that idea, Captain Genius?
Oh man, look at this fucking, like, evil team intro here, and if that didn't sell you on the idea, just look at that smirk.
When this got announced, I mean, we all knew this was gonna happen. Of course, when we found out nobody was taking Team Skull seriously, and here's an Aether Foundation who are totally doing good and not doing anything evil, guys. I totally promise. Especially when we learned about the various members of the organization. We're like, yeah, they're pretty fucking evil. It's kind of easy to tell who's behind all this. I kind of wish they went with something a little bit different just to change things up. Just as a whole, like, I won't get into it right now. I like a lot about what they do throughout this game, kind of building up to this moment. I wish they could have done more, and I admittedly feel they kind of dropped the ball in some regards, but I'll kind of get into that later. For right now, though, when I got to this point, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm fucking hyped, because it's like, it's this cool idea where, you know, Lily, this character I really like, she got kidnapped, and it's me, Hal, Gladian, we're going in there, we're busting everybody's ass, and we're taking names, and we're gonna take the fight, you know, up to the people in charge. Like, I really got hype during this part of the game, I gotta say.
Fair enough, mate, fair enough. I love that guy over there. He's like, oh, don't take your time changing your moves, don't worry, I still got one Pokemon left.
Probably gotta dig in it in, like, all those fucking pouches he has. He's got more pouches than a Ron Liefeld character, I swear to God, and that's not a compliment, dude.
Man, you think he's exaggerating there? Go look up some Rob Liefeld art. Jesus Christ. Alright, a Dragon type. I'm just gonna hit it with a really strong move. It's all good in the hood.
That tends to help when fighting Pokemon in general. I admit I get a little tense when I'm like, I don't have any moves that are super effective against a guy, but many times, just killing the shit out of it with anything you've got tends to usually work out in your favor.
What's it mean? What's it mean?
The Aether Foundation employees, like the girl one, she's like kind of, you know, in the middle. But the male dude, he's like super smirky, confident man. Like we saw that at the beginning of the game when, you know, Lily was running away from these guys. I'm surprised that they turned out to be evil as a result of that, you know?
Yeah.
But, all the male ones are like super fucking cocky and smirky and, you know, smug for some reason. So it feels good to kick their asses, I have to say. You know, I have a feeling, though, when we were looking at a Pokemon Refresh here, it feels like we're in the inside, because everything's so white. It feels like we're in the inside of Castle Oblivion back in Dream Drop Distance. You remember that?
Yes, mate. I have vivid memories because I'm the one who recorded that game.
That's true. I mean, like, and for a moment, I never did this, but I thought, like, it was going to eat the bee near... Oh, you're doing it! You're doing it! You're doing it! Come on! Come on, do it! Do it!
Yeah!
Yes! Like, when I found out you could, you know, high-five some of your Pokemon, you can't do it with everybody, because I tried with most of my team. Scalebound didn't know what the hell I was doing. Echo Knight, he has arms, but fuck that noise. Like, only Voltecker and... I think it was only Voltecker, my Raichu. Even Pinot Bee, who was small enough, couldn't really do it. I guess she just didn't have it in her, you know what I'm saying?
I just, like, walked right past two of the grunts. That was amazing.
Yeah, you did that way faster than I did. I was acting all super stealthy. I was kind of studying their movement patterns, but you just kind of blazed past them and they didn't even notice.
What's your opinion on the Aether Foundation battle theme?
It's alright. I mean, like, there are themes later on that I like way better. This one isn't bad. I have themes I dislike more in the game. Watch out for that shiny, not shiny Parasect over there. But with the way everybody's kind of spaced out and, you know, like, it's kind of easy to get around them, so I didn't hear it as much, but it does have that sense of big old dramatic, all shit's going down kind of theme. That it does definitely contribute to the situation.
Like, evil team is ready to go, sort of
The last time we kind of juggled two evil teams, and I think, I don't know, okay, I admit I can't really consider the Aether Foundation a quote-unquote evil team, because one, they're a foundation. Two, they've been trying to make Jurassic Park instead of doing anything outlandishly, kind of straight up evil. And three, they do have some, you know, actual particularly good impact on a society. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say, like, everybody in Aether Foundation is evil. Some people are, and really, if the people at the top are evil, that's kind of what you need to worry about, because it permeates the rest of the organization. But for the most part, like, you know, I wouldn't say that everybody is exactly on board with the evil plan we have going on here. while since we've seen a Vibrava, though. Like, I honestly forgot that was a Pokemon that actually existed until this guy brought it out. And I'm like, oh yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah, the awkward middle stage between Trapinch and Flygon, who still didn't get his own, like, Mega Form in Oras. I think he was robbed, personally.
Forgot Trapinch was also a thing. Like, they keep bringing up Gen 3 Pokemon that I barely recall, because it's been years since I played that game, and since I quit it, you know, all those years ago, I kind of pushed a lot of it out of my memory. Only now, when we've been doing the 3D Pokemon games, I keep seeing guys like Mawile again, who becomes, you know, one of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon and things like that. So at the very least, we're getting some kind of mileage out of those guys.
Sparks is gonna evolve soon, guys, I swear.
Yeah, you're just waiting for Thunderbolt, aren't you?
And then we can have a good old Psychic-Electric type, or Electric-Psychic, one of the two.
I actually went up to, I could have gotten the TM at that point when I was up at the Pokemon League, but I was there already, and, you know, I found the lady that will reteach moves. I had, like, one hard skill, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll give him Thunderbolt, might as well.
Stockpiling, I'm not gonna allow it to unleash its ultimate spit-up power.
Remember when we fought that one, what was it? Gulpin, I'm gonna say its name is. Might as well look that up, since I have Bulbapedia on standby.
Oh, in the X playthrough, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and we fought so many, and they kept fucking stockpiling and just taking absolutely forever to kill these things. Okay, it's Gulpin was the first form, and Swalot. Swalot is that damn Pokemon that used it all the time.
Yeah, I have vivid memories of going through the friggin' Team Flare hideout, that's for sure. Man, you want to talk about oversaturation of, like, enemy trainers? Look no further than X and Y in Team Flare. That got obnoxious after a while.
I was actually reading a comment not too long ago where it's like, you know, one of the good things about X and Y was the super training, and they don't really have anything like that in this game, to my knowledge. I admit I haven't really done a lot of IV, EV stuff. I've bred a few times, but I know, like, to check the IVs, at the one area, you have to hatch like 20 Pokemon eggs. I'm like, I ain't got that kind of fucking time. I'm on a schedule here, you know what I'm saying?
Can't you just give me a scanner or something? Have it explode when all my IVs and EVs are maxed out?
That's true, get like one of those, PK scanners from like Ghostbusters, but it detects EVs and IVs instead.
Alright, I think we've made it to the elevator, so, go cutscene time, I believe.
Now, you actually can dig around here for some items, and I believe a TM is, like, in the lower left-hand corner, but Tom is clearly on an agenda here. So.
I saw an item in the background. Oh, I missed it. I missed my chance.
That does not look like he's interacting with that keyboard. That just looks like he was juggling an invisible ball.
Oh, it works on, optical kind of matrices, or matrices. So you just wave your hand and, indicate which direction you want to go, and it will follow.
Well, I would just grab one of the employees' hands and drag him over here and just activate it that way. I mean, it worked in Doom, right? Well, okay, keep the hand attached is what I'm trying to say.
You know, Gladion, now that I look at him and now that we've got to know him better, he sort of starts off like Dio, but he's giving me more of a Kakuin vibe, no?
Yeah, it's sort of that way. I mean, we are definitely warming up to him as time goes along.
Oh, it's Beanmeister himself. Are you going to try and stop us? I'd like to see you try.
The sad part is that Faba doesn't know there's actually a Kanto Faba version out there that he doesn't know about, and they've never met.
Just with normal glasses. Amazing. Oh yeah, just mock the homeless person. He's gonna get angry, and you won't like Gladion when he's angry.
Oh yes, the real world has been so cruel without internet and video games, hasn't it, Master Gladion? You just... I don't know what you're talking about, Faba.
You realise these are designer clothes? I'm not actually a hobo.
Gladion actually brings up a really good point. In the field of Pokemon battle, there really is no division between kid and adult. As long as your Pokemon are slightly higher level, you can win at the end of the day.
Yeah, so when I'm smashing a toddler's Rattata into the dirt, it doesn't matter whether it's from Kanto or Alola. They all fate the same.
Alright, Faba, let's boogie in. Let me give you a spoiler alert, guys. It's not gonna go well for him.
He doesn't even get his own, like, admin theme. How sad is that?
They don't really have a lot in the way of admins. Like, I don't even think you can battle Wick. I might be wrong. It might be like a secret fight or something like that, but I don't think you fight Wick at all. I would like to see her team.
Sorry, the idea of Wick as a secret boss is funny for some reason.
I originally thought, like, I actually read a theory that, Wick was going to turn out to be the actual person behind it all, which I think would have been a neat curveball, because she has a design where you don't normally expect that kind of thing, but they didn't go with that.
I don't know, I think the Aether Foundation's pretty good as is. Like you said, they could have done more of it, but what's there I liked. I'm not like you, I don't require all the cake and want to eat it as well.
Hey, I like the Aether Foundation. I like what's going on. I told you, I was super hyped during this part of the game. I don't think I've stressed it enough. I actually really enjoyed Pokemon Sun. But, you know, again, I'll talk more about later about how they could have improved it down the line.
Yeah. We can't actually go into a lot of the stuff because it's, like, story-related. So just watch on, dear viewer, watch on.
Yeah, Faba is very strong, having exactly one Pokemon that folded like a complete bitch. What's next?
He should have brought some, like, grunts with him. You know, like, have a 2-on-2 battle, or, God forbid, a rotation battle.
Those are dark days, my friend.
Yeah, let's go down to the secret laboratories. That's gonna be hype.
Oh, okay, you know, Cosmog was just down here in the basement playing video games, much like I did.
Yeah. Just imagine Lily down there, drinking cans of Mountain Dew, while shouting obscenities and playing Overwatch.
Whoa, Diva, alright, I didn't ask you to be in this game, but I'm actually not complaining.
Experiments, Why do scientists always have to go one step beyond? You're not Goku, alright? You're not visiting here on, like, a real world day pass. You have limits. The world has limits.
A lot of video games would not start if a scientist wasn't willing to completely fuck reality. This game, Half-Life, and like millions of others.
No, I just like the idea of like an alternate version of Sun and Moon where the intro is just Lily, like just sitting, like, should I decide to run away? Flips page on the newspaper, no, I'm good. Alright, let's go. Turns out it just lowers right down into a trash compactor.
Big shock here. Faba has totally set us up. Didn't expect that.
Oh shit.
So was a square too cool for the elevator? I know I brought this up beforehand, but it really still kind of sticks out with me.
Yeah, it bears repeating. What about an octagon? Octagon's a cool shape.
Yes, Octagon has 8 amazing sides and 8 wonderful corners.
Yes, thank you. Let's see, we've got a choice of doors here. I guess the one the game points out to us is the one we need to use.
Oh look, there's a map. You are here, huh?
Considerate and convenient of them.
Look, I just don't want to go in the lab with the Tyrant, alright? Because then we'll have to deal with Wesker, and this is before he got voiced by DC Douglas. So,
oh, Jesus, Cosmog, what have they been doing to you, Cosmog?
Its heart's on the outside, though, so it'll be easy to kill.
Cosmog, what version of Pokemon do you want to play? Stars!
Yeah, I'm fixing to say, like, I was like...
Gladion's fine. He runs on fear. He fuels himself with it. He's like a yellow lantern in that regard. Stop giving me items!
The thing is about fear is that, you know, you will always feel it. Even people who shouldn't be afraid about certain things they do will always feel fear. It's really about how you can run with that kind of energy, and I think Gladion's doing a good job in just not letting that affect him. Like, he has the fear, probably, but he acknowledges it and he just runs ahead anyway, which is really the best you can do in this kind of situation.
Alright, let's heal up a little bit here, and we should be good to go.
Fortunately, this is minty flavored, so Heltigre will take his medicine.
Right, now it's time to investigate the secret labs. Have a quick run around here.
Yep, you certainly can jog around.
And then we go.
Now, I didn't see it too closely. Oh, hold on, never mind.
What are you wearing, guys? You're like a fashion disaster right now.
You're like 3/5 away from a Super Sentai team, guys, come on.
Science is law. Science is law.
It is pretty convenient that you fight these guys with, you know, masks on so you don't see their face. It's almost as if they can reuse the model multiple times throughout this segment. Weird, I know.
Doesn't stop them from using multiple models with their faces revealed.
That's true. I mean, like, at that point, like, why even bother? Because, I mean, they did that with the other employees, so...
So yeah, this is what Ixtok would have evolved into, a Alolan Mug. Look at that. He's also a fashion disaster, but also in the best way.
I'll be honest with you, Alolan Mug kind of reminds me of something, but it's a little bit too disgusting, so I'm not going to bring out what it reminds me.
I couldn't even fathom what you're getting at here, mate. Maybe I'm just too pure.
And that's probably for the best, yeah. Maybe I'll tell you later.
High horsepower. Better than low horsepower. Thank you. This has been ntom64 does shitty jokes.
Yeah, that was pretty shitty. I guess when you kick a big old blob of gasoline in the face, that tends to happen, like in real life.
Oh no, loss detected! Loss detected!
And then he just explodes and his head flies off the rail.
Oh, I'm getting, like, flashbacks to, like, that post-game thing in X, you know, with Looker and his assistant with the suit and whatnot.
Yeah, hopefully that won't come back to bite us again in the ass. You know, I look at these guys and I'm sitting here thinking this would be even less impressive if we were doing this in like a Yu-Gi-Oh kind of game where you have to duel enemies in a row, because they've done that before. But remember, you're doing this with card games, so not necessarily that impressive.
You could have easily had, like, one trainer with 3 Pokemon here, but I guess the idea is to make you feel like you're tackling the entire Foundation at this point. So, oh, one after another, the struggles, you know?
I get that. Like, I definitely see what they did there. But it's really pretty easy. It's not really that much of a roadblock. I mean, I'm not expecting it to be. Like, you know, I have to say, people have been kind of up and down in terms of what I've read, in terms of how easy this game is as a whole. A lot of people have said, oh, it's easy because you get shit like, you know, the Pokemon refresh bonuses, HAL keeps giving you shit. Then there are some later tough fights, you know, later on that people are like, oh, well, this was actually pretty tough. So I'm not sure if I'm really good at Pokemon, or if I actually kind of suck these days, because I'm getting mixed messages here.
Well, I would say certain parts of Sun and Moon are very hard. Like Ilmir to begin with and his Smeargle. But at the same time, you know, different strokes for different folks. Some people might find it easy, some people might find it balls crushingly hard. Like, different people seem to have, like, problems with different totems and the like. For example, when we fought Lurantis in Sun, we kicked its ass, but for me in Moon, I struggled really, really hard.
And, you know, like, me, obviously, I had that huge problem with that Salazzle, and then other people are like, well, Salazzle wasn't too hard. So, again, I guess I just suck in certain regards. Actually, the big bad we're going to be fighting near the end of this arc, if you will, let's be all anime here, actually did not give me a lot of trouble, but other people reported struggling with that. It always depends on your strategy, your moveset, the kind of Pokemon you have, things like that. So, at the very least, you have some variety here.
Alright, last one of these Chucklefucks, and then we can go investigate some secret labs.
So what is the Aether Foundation logo supposed to represent? Because it kind of looks like the Olympic torch to me, but other than that, I'm not really sure.
It kind of looks like a trident to me, honestly.
I can kind of see that, but I'm not sure if it has any particular significant meaning. I'm sure the comments, amazing as they are, will be able to point out this incredibly obvious thing that I no doubt have missed.
What's your opinion on Porygon 2, mate?
It's kind of cool that Porygon eventually got this evolution. You know, like, after a while, like, you know, I mean, we had that trouble with Porygon at the beginning. You know, the incident that he had on TV. And ever since then, they've really, really downplayed Porygon. But it's still kind of neat that over time, it just gradually evolves into, like, a complex 3D model. It's like going from the PlayStation to the GameCube to the 3DS. You know, okay, I know the PlayStation is a Nintendo console, but you know what I'm trying to say here.
One more brick break should do it. And I go first! Yay!
Okay, you have a Quick Claw attached. That's pretty useful. Admittedly, I don't know how, you know, your Toucan here can do a brick break. I guess it uses its beak. I mean, that makes sense.
I'm learning so much about toucans through our comment section in this playthrough, by the way. Apparently they can expel heat from their beaks while they're asleep, so beak blast while under the effects of hypnosis isn't so far-fetched.
Yeah, that's actually kind of neat. I guess you have to have Wikipedia these days when you're trying to come up with new Pokemon just to do stuff. Then he just flies off screen. Bye!
Oh no, we were holograms the whole time. Bzz, bye.
I like this guy, actually. He just looks back and forth. He's just like, shrug, fuck it, and he just walks out real slow.
Walks away normally, yeah.
I like that guy. He clearly gives no fucks about this situation.
Alright, Secret Lab B, here we come.
You can't come in here. I haven't cleaned it yet. You don't miss that, because I actually went in the room, saw the twinkle, and then I walked back out immediately.
Oh, we're gonna have a 2-on-2 battle here? I'm liking it, I'm liking it.
What's up, motherfuckers? I would be like the worst guy invading a secret lab, because I would just be the most obnoxious twat imaginable. What's up, bitches? I'm here to invade your lab!
And that's why I named you after the really loud and angry toucan.
I suppose I earned that fate, yes.
Now that I think about it, the Aether Foundation logo also looks like someone holding up a diamond.
Diamond confirmed for remake?
Shut up. Oh man, we're gonna have the ultimate counter team for this. Watch this shit.
LT Grey.
And Alolan Raichu.
Alright, yeah, you are pretty much gonna stomp the shit out of these guys.
By the way, if anyone says shit about Vanillish and its other forms, you can, like, I don't know, post a disparaging comment saying that you hate them or something. I'm not really gonna do anything, I just find them quirky and likable.
Oh, you do? Because, I mean, like, well, I mean, I've seen worse Pokemon, I guess. You really could do worse than talking ice cream, I guess. Now that other guy, he's got nothing to do. I'm just gonna go back to doing work now, you know, if you don't mind.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Well, if you put lemon squeeze on a Vanillish, you do get a snow cone in that kind of way.
Well, she looks so like...
She just looks so... She's just like, oh, really?
Life is a lie.
That's depressing. It must be her job. Trust me, I know what that's like.
So are you gonna let us do what we want to here? Don't give me that shit about them being experienced. Gladion will wipe the floor with them.
We may be able to kick Gladion's ass, but I do not doubt that he has the battling ability to take those guys on.
Ooh, nice. The swerve. They lost, but they're not going to tell us anything. Go, Gunmon!
Oh, you're not going to tell us anything? That is so adorable. Haha, Hell Tigre, get the legs.
Oh, just fucking, like, moonsault onto them.
You gonna tell us anything now? I don't think I should. Wham!
Ooh, I see a book poking out of a bookcase over there, possibly a book filled with secrets, and I'm ready to do some dramatic reading.
And he just goes over there, turns out it's the phone book, but it's really conspicuous.
Alright, here we go. Aether Report, Ultra Wormholes. Beyond the Ultra Wormholes that Professor Mon discovered lies a different dimension.
D4C.
By investigating the changes in mass there, we can predict the existence of Pokemon like life. We have dubbed them Ultra Beasts for now.
Yeah, that's the English localization for you there.
Aether Report, Cosmog. Cosmog is hypothesized to be a type of Ultra Beast that hails from another dimension. A dimension that we have named Ultra Space.
Well, that's creative.
When placed under sufficient stress, it reveals the power to create and open ultra wormholes in order to escape from its suffering. We are now working on a device that will allow us to manipulate the ultra wormholes created when Cosmog is subjected to extreme stress, like doing retakes.
Why do the cute things always have unimaginable power that only gets brought out when they torture the fucking thing? That always happens in these things, you know that, right?
Yeah, I don't know, it's just a trope twist, I suppose.
And by the way, Professor Mon, yes, that is the same guy at Puggy Pelago. I think you can piece together what's happening here.
Yeah, he's Lily and Gladion's father. It's pretty obvious. Just look at, like, Gladion's hair. I know, like, trying to assign relative status with hairstyles is stupid and very anime, but look at the game we're playing here, come on.
Pretty much confirms it based on what you read, and I have a few reasons for why they have not gotten back together yet, but we can talk more about that later, I think.
Yeah, Faber sent us down here on a ruse cruise, a one-way ticket, if you will. Imagine being outsmarted by a guy with beans for glasses.
Yeah, I feel pretty stupid right about now.
Well, this is but part one of the Lily retrieval arc. We've got a long way to go until we get her back, shut up you. See you next time for more Pokemon Sun.